3, 2, 1, end of test. King with a go.
Well, hello there, and welcome to another edition of Warbird Wednesday. My name is Fred Bell, and I am the Vice Chairman of the Palm Springs Air Museum. I think it's almost Halloween. It is really me here in the flesh, although Jason, my intrepid videographer, has decided to have a little fun with me. I have a fishing hat on today. Thank you, Jason, so much for that. We are covering... by the way, he is my friable assistant. Friable, are you friable? Okay, well, and today we are going down Trainer Lane. We're going offshore and covering a French-built product. Does that have anything to do with the hat? I don't know, maybe, maybe not. But I'm gonna take this hat off. I'm gonna throw that over there like that. Good catch, Jason. And of course, we are talking about the Fouga, the CM.170. Now, the CM.170, and by the way, this is a P-80. I'll throw up a plan view of the P-80. Contemporary aircraft. So Greg can throw up a plan view of the CM.170 at home. Now, the interesting thing about the CM.170 was this product actually started being developed in 1958. You have to go back to that context because we had won the war, right? The aerospace industry, or really the aircraft industry, because space hadn't taken off yet, was in Europe, with the exception of the English, was a complete shambles. Now, the Russians are out there, they're part of the Allies, but I'm talking about Western Europe, which had been, up until that time, a real hotbed of development pre-war, pretty much had any of their factories or anything that they were working on pretty much reoriented towards the German war effort. And if that was the case, most likely all of that was destroyed in Allied bombing as they were trying to strangle Germany as the war went off with strategic bombing. So factories, railheads, any kind of transportation was most likely destroyed. And the Allies, if it had been co-opted for the German war effort, it was fair game. So fast forward, we won the war. Marshall Plan is in effect. It's critical now to stand up these European industries for a variety of reasons. The Allies were rightfully concerned about communism and revolution in some of these countries. In other words, that they had won the war against Germany, and now they were going to be dealing with civil wars. And in a lot of these countries that did happen, but we were very concerned about that. So standing up viable industry, getting people back to work was very important. Enter the Fouga, which is a French product. Started development, as I said, in 1948. Its first flight was in 1952, and it was introduced in 1956. So again, P-80, T-33, kind of comparable time frames. There were 868 of these built, predominantly by the French, and those companies would all eventually roll up, I believe, into Aerospatiale, so you can look at that lineage there, but they all would roll up there. Some of them were built under license by various partners, and it turned out to be a very stable trainer, 440 miles an hour, 444 if you're getting picky. It could be used ground attack, which we'll talk about a little bit. It was powered by two Turbo Mecha Warbird engines. hopefully I didn't butcher that put out 880 pounds of thrust the side. So it was reasonably powered. Now, the interesting thing, Jason, I'm going to throw one at you here, is the aircraft, this also, and this is, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, because somebody may know differently, but as I think about it, this jet was cross-trained into the CM.170 or cross-developed into the Zephyr, which had a reinforced undercarriage and was carrier capable. I don't know, and I'm not, now you could say, well, they're carrier capable and they are on land. I'm talking about a land-based trainer that was modified for carrier use. I don't know of another one, but correct me if I'm in the comments, which made this thing, you know, the CM.170 quite versatile. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on its spindle here. We're going to park that P-80. And who am I going to salute today? First of all, I'm going to salute them with Big Red. Now, Big Red, I think I've had Big Red when I was a kid. There's a California redemption here, so it's not that old. 160 calories. They don't trade on the pure cane sugar, but now, Jason, this is a play on it. What did I talk about industry in Europe at the time? What were they afraid of? Some people just hate my sense of humor, but they were afraid of the Big Red scare. Go with it? No, he didn't like it. All right, so I'm going to salute today. Oh, and a fizz and everything. Gosh, this fortune is favoring me today. All of the air crews, the French air crews, and the folks that developed the CM.170. Think about this. This was double tough. Basically everything is blown up. You put it in development 3 years, maybe a little less than the end of World War II, which means you're dealing with a lot of, just as I said, destroyed material. You're trying to figure out how to fund some of this stuff, because remember, everything takes money, and you're trying to stand up both the French Air Force and other air forces, European air forces, so they can stand alone. This was not easy. So if you were involved in that and you're one of our European partners, I salute you. Jason, you're slipping. This is really good. And again, my wife will kill me if she sees me drinking this stuff. I can't have the sugar, but a second salute to our European partners who developed this airframe. Now, the thing about this particular aircraft and a trainer, remember trainers, and we've talked about before, either being re-engineered or cheaply re-engineered, like the Pinto re-engineered as a coin aircraft. Generally, they failed miserably. I've talked about a number of them before on the channel. The Fouga, that CM.170, is no different, but this aircraft actually did see combat, heavy combat, in the Six-Day War. It has seen since then a number of combat engagements all over the world that folks are flying these. And I had some trouble. I know there's a number of CM.170s that have gone into private hands. I still think on the African continent that some of them are being used, or possibly the Greeks are using them as flight trainers. A lot of them have gone by the wayside. Most of them were replaced by the Alpha Jet, which we'll talk about later. But I think some of them are still in military livery around the world. Again, if I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me in the comments. I very well could be on this one, because I've found stuff that could go both ways. But at that point, the aircraft kind of faded into getting licensed under experimental in the United States. I've seen a number of them sitting on airfields abandoned all over the place. I see them every once in a while, and I'm not sure. I haven't seen one flying in a very long time, but they are still around. I would imagine with that early generation jet technology, the engines, that they're not particularly efficient, which is what I can imagine. And you have the lag with those turbojets. I can imagine that's probably what's pushed them into retirement. Now, if you want to amaze your friends, paper airplanes are it. And you can look at this thing. This is the fold and fly paper airplanes. We have this on the site. 18 sheets of colorful and highly detailed printed sheets of paper with easy to follow instructions. And you know what I guarantee you, Jason? I will screw every one of them up. I have tried to do paper airplanes, but this is fun. If you've got kids at home or you have projects for kids, you need one of these. Click on that link. Jason will happily color the paper, and no, he won't do that, but he will send you one. So go ahead and get one of those. Click on that link and get one of those out today. Now, if you came across us on YouTube, we appreciate a subscription, and give us a like. Give us a comment. We always love your comments or your suggestions. I'm starting to think about the next series. So if you see this and you've got some ideas about the next series, because we're going to tail out trainers here at some point, pardon the pun. If you've got some ideas, go ahead and shoot those over, and we'll take a look at them. We may even use your idea. So if you found us on YouTube, we appreciate that. If you came across us on Facebook, give us a like, give us a comment, forward us to your friends. You can do that on YouTube as well. If you have somebody that likes basically one take Warbird videos with this, and we do a little bit of production on them and we get them out, we are your people. So go ahead and forward them to your friends. Like I said, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Give us those likes and comments. We can appreciate it. Now, if you are training the kids at home, we have those handy dandy education guides that are down below in the description. Please click on those, use them. The kids, there's great history stuff in there. If you're teaching one-off lessons about aviation, you can do that. The nicest thing about them is they are free, and we cannot. I'm standing in the Miles hangar, which is our Korea Vietnam hangar. We cannot do all of this without your support. So click on that link. Give us a couple of bucks, a couple of francs, a couple of lira or pounds. We can surely use it. Your donations help us a great deal. My name is Fred Bell. I am the Vice Chairman of the Palm Springs Air Museum. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
3, 2, 1, end of test. King with a go.
Day, all my fears have gone away. I guess this means I'm here to stay. Yeah, I'm ready to fly, ready to fly. Wasn't long ago I shook at the thought of being hooked. But ever since I wrote my book, I'm ready to fly, ready to fly. Come along and join us, we can plug you in the simulator. We'll teach you how to dance and be the perfect imitator. We'll give away all your music to the operator. We were born with a light to shine, and we can do it in our lifetime. And we get the balance right. Oh, we're riding on the satellite. Satellite. Down the park, saw them hitting the beat. The sound that emanated, it was really sweet. Told them of a Shire man bitten twice, and gave a little old school good advice. Pretending's not the thing, got to be yourself. Honesty, integrity, happiness and health. Bending to the needs of others ain't the way. Be true to yourself and let the music play. Come along and join us, we can plug you in the simulator. We'll teach you how to dance and be the